Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete to John Ross. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Past the 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But but they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
I didn't like the play call. I loved it. Running situation for sure on 4th and short. They got the defense to commit too many men in the box to stop the run and have the guts to go for the pass instead. And as a result, they're set up 1st and goal.
Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. He'll check this down to Hines. And they'll bring him down right around the 13.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hines. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try the left side. It's Hines, shifts by him, and he's got some space here. Touchdown, Houston. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was
maybe
that?
They saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Throwing, Prescott. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Prescott yet again. He's going to take another shot here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Here's the call. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. And the broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are able to add on to their first half lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 75 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. On 3rd down, Hines. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This to Hines on the drop-off. A nice little juke. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans cut into that lead. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed two-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. Steps away to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 24. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Oh, what a move. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
On 3rd down. Hines. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. Touchdown, Houston. John Ross with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. That man right there, John Ross, remember, he ran the fastest combine 40 in history, 4.22 seconds, and he showed off that speed right there. Wow.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. He's going to let it go again. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake, Prescott. He's going to go up top again. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And now we'll see punter Tyler Newsome. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive. And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Hines. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket,
He had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They run with Hines, and the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
They find some open field here. There he goes, left side.
Go time, baby.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Prescott on first down. Flushed out right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That one unable to develop. Never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's second down. On play action, Prescott. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll make it second and short. They'll look to throw here. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On third down, Hines. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
It's fourth down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it here. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
121 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. That'll be a gain of 16, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage, putting the ball right on him.
That's complete to Hines out of the backfield, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Texans are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 111 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. John Ross with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through it. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now left side on the swing pass. First down and much more here for Jones. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. From the gun, they'll try to run it. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nyheim Hines, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
133 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Prescott being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he'll give it here to his running back. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cowboys, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year.
And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for Houston, it's a loss that could hurt come playoff seeding time as they fall to 11-3.